run through the middle.
Start of the first term, Matchday Live, round 7. Thompson and Winch will see. Neither ruckman get a tap out of the middle. And they get the first clearing kick, Thompson. It comes through PJ, DeSano. But he's turned it over. And Gubbins, in a familiar half-back roll, just chips the ball out wide. They just settle things down. And they go wide. Very wide, close to the boundary line as it's staying. Wiseman comes up from half-back for Thompson. Rides a bump, can't pick it up though. And the numbers with Winch will see. Fama gets that long inside. Ford over the back, can't take them. In fact, it was Ford with the ball at the ground level because the player going up there was Jai Price. And he misses to the near side. The 3-for-1 behind the first score of the afternoon to the visitors. They are one behind. Quick ball movement from half forward there by Winchelsea. Hodgson familiarly for Thomson kicking in. Goes long towards the outer side centre wing. Bowles is there. Oh,
that's a free
in the middle. Takes the mark. 1 of 5 in there, and Wisey takes it. So he'll get the ball back now and drive it back in board. It's okay. Short little kick. And that is Jared Westwood. Now he wants to switch play towards Menzies, who goes up, can't take the mark. Got some support though. Maguire comes off half back, goes through half forward nicely with a kick to Davis, who takes the mark at left half forward. Wheels and goes, puts it towards McLeod, who falls over the crucial stage. And taking the mark back there is Adam Sterling for Winchelsea. Goes short, and it's okay. Ball goes to Lee Ellis in the back pocket. Now he swings it around towards centre wing.
That's down the ground.
Goes up, no mark. Wisey, intelligent, taps it towards Hodgson. Might have to go and pick it up himself. No, Hodgson can do it. Runs through the middle. Left foot long kick back towards centre half forward. Winch with the numbers. They actually go against each other there. The ball nearly spilt free towards Kittle. Freeman's in there as well at half forward for Thomson, trying to push the ball away. Comes out the back to Davis. Now he goes with a handball. The ball goes towards McLeod, who has to sit behind it. The Budavalis is there, but he picks it up, Jacko, and he kicks the goal. Intelligently skillful play from Jackson McLeod. He kicks his first, Thompson's first. They are 1 straight. 6, Winch, 1 behind. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 2.5 played.
I'll tell you what, that's what you get taught. The ball bounces and bounces one way. Young Budavalis, he took his eyes off the ball for just half a second, whereas Jackson McLeod never took his eyes off the footy. He knew where it was the whole time, and he was able to grab it and kick a goal. And he looked a bit, I don't know, he looked a bit funny in that first contest, Jacko. I was going to be a bit worried about him, but he surely showed me that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with if you keep your eyes on the ball like that.
So back in the middle we go. Bowls up over the top. It's ground level. It's picked up. Well, it's going to be picked up or kicked off the ground. And by Casey it was too. Goes into the half forward line. Freeman on the left foot goes forward into the full forward line, coming through, picking up Sterling.
Oh, he's gone.
He did get rid of the ball. Oh, gee, I know. He got rid of the ball, but umpire said took a little bit longer than he should have. And the free kick will go to Davis, and he will go back and shoot for goal.
Well, that's a 50-50, but it could go either way. But when you run and take 2 or 3 steps and get caught, they don't give you that much time. You've got to get rid of it straight away. I'll go with that.
So Davis now to steady things down.
How do you make a change on the bench after 3 minutes?
And more than one.
That's what today's footy's all about, mate.
I've hardly touched it.
Yeah.
Hardly run around.
Yeah.
So they come in now. Davis, he'll kick just outside 50, I think. I'm just trying to work out where the line is. He kicks it goal. It's stayed left and won't come back through for a minor score. So Thomson now to 1 goal 1. Winchelsea are 1 behind. It was like the game last night, Chase. Martin kicks 2 goals in 2 minutes and 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and they bring him off before half time.
Yeah, I know.
From which direction are you looking at it when it stays left?
It stays left.
You're behind the goals, yeah. It went straight to the right.
That's it.
We like it better when he's at Werribee.
Yeah, and drinking. Ball into the back pocket, Mark taking out
Pepsi Max,
yeah,
Pepsi Max,
that's what I'm
Pepsi
saying.
Max.
Just
Yes.
different coloured cans.
Correct.
Harding goes around the boundary line. Kick was also good. Fire on Sterling. Plays on now. Goes towards centre wing. Bit too much weight on the ball. Out the back it comes towards Jacob. Got the handball away. Into the hands of Gardner. Back into Howell. Howell further afield. Goes back to Tunbridge. He's short kicking in the middle. Missed the target. Runs free now. Ellis coming across. Can't pick it up. McLeish is also there. Dived on top of it. It's been held up now. And now he's in trouble. I think the ball's come out. Ends up in the hands of Fama. A bit of Dusty Martin there. Pushes it out of the contest. But again, loses the ball. Ends up with Freeman. Runs towards goal. Kicks long and straight. And he has got his first goal. And he has got one for the day, and I reckon probably quite a few for the year, Jace, hasn't he? I think today.
Let's have a look.
It's
Yeah.
2-1 Thomson,
on top.
one behind, 2 Winchelsea.
24 for the season, that's 25.
There you go.
How is the handball from Westwood?
It was a great handball, and Holwell started it down here as well, but I reckon they beat me by 20 seconds. Brendan Forsman, you've got the wrong fella on Freeman, because Alex Gubbins is going to play his game. I've watched him 3 times. The ball didn't come down, but he was nowhere near Freeman, nowhere near him. He's going to play his own game. So put him on somebody that he can play his own game against, because I can tell you what, Freeman ain't that bloke, because he will cut you to ribbons just like he did then and finish up with 7 or 8 goals if you don't put someone right on him.
Back to the middle, falls towards Fammer again. Howell gets a kick out of the middle. I think Joey's been held on to. Geez, umpire McMaster got down a long way there for the hold.
It's a wonder he got back up again.
Needs some support to get back up. So Joey in the middle. Fammer with the football for Winchelsea. Not much movement in front of him. And Thomson have wheeled back nicely, Bowles. He goes short to Wiseman, who unfortunately plays for Thomson.
Jeez.
And now they've switched the ball back over the head of Fammer. And they're going the other way, Thomson. And they go long quickly. Westwood goes long to an open goal square. Oh, look at that, Jacko. Takes the mark, running back with the flight of the football, and will shoot for goal from 12 metres out, slide angle. Well, I'll tell you what, he looked a bit lame and interleague weekend. He doesn't look lame today.
Well, he actually,
okay.
he actually come off the ground because he was worried about club footy, which is fair enough, because he was sore.
Yep.
It was his hip too, wasn't it? I think it was his.
Well, his hip's going okay now because he kicked his second. And the third for Thomson. They go to 3-1-19. Quick start for the home side. Winch, 1 behind. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 7 played.
Well, the day Jacko McLeod misses one of them, I go home, because there's no way he was ever going to miss that. But again, my worry is, as they run down the middle there, Freeman's running down there by himself. He's the one bloke that you can't do that with.
Especially if the ball's going to be on the ground grab. In the end of the game, the ball never hit the ground, so he was not effective. But
You
as soon
just
as the
put
ball hits the ground,
Bortavalis on him, don't you? And
Yeah,
let him
because when the ball's in the air, I'd nearly put Gubbins back on Jacko now and put Bortavalis out on Freeman. That's the move I'd be making. Otherwise, they could find themselves, what's it, 3-1-19 at one point. They're already in the gun.
So back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. And I think Thomson had more interchanges than I had in my entire life, I reckon. And that's when he gone 5 minutes. So
you played in 19th and 20th man days.
Doesn't matter. I'm glad to be there too some days. Ball from Reece Howell goes into the half-forward line. Westwood guard did nicely, kept the ball in front of himself, but then left it behind. At ground level, Warland over the top of it, needs to knock it out. Gardner, I think, is over the top. Umpire will come in and take possession of the ball. Far side of the ground between centre wing and half-forward. Looks like DeSanto doing the ruck work out there, is it? Well, no, Bowles is there. The ball comes to ground, cleared away, go back towards centre wing. That was Winchelsea. And handball was picked up, made. The umpire says it's going to be a throw-in. Ball had gone over the boundary line. So Bowles and Brooks doing the ruck work. Centre wing on far side, ball thrown back in there by the umpire. Bowles holds him out, goes to Hole at the front of the contest, kicks into the forward line, missed by Bortavalis, goes towards Davis, who runs onto the ball, picks it up in the pocket, got the handball away. Again, the kick from the pocket is not going to be any good, and it hits the post, and that was Josh Westwood, I think, that had the shot. So, ball right beside the behind post to be thrown back in. Winchelsea with some defending to be done down there, trying to clear the ball out. Thrown back in by the umpire, ball from Brooks out the back. Went to Banfield, he is tackled immediately, and again, the ball is not going to come out, so there's going to be another ball up to take place. About 30 out from the Thomson goal.
That's what I hate about today's football.
Yeah.
No one past the centre.
Yeah.
The whole centre of the ground.
So the ball's still alive in the forward line, but numbers again around the contest. Umpire will come back in and ball it up once again.
It's called rolling up, Grub.
Yeah,
Got to roll up to the contest.
I know what it's called.
Davis doing the ruck work. Ball comes out the back again over the top. Gubbins dives on it. Oh, he's in a bit of trouble here. He's got to get the ball out.
Oh,
No.
I thought he was going to punsy.
Yeah, a big opportunity there. I thought it might have been too.
I think Reece asked him too.
Yeah, and when it doesn't come out 2 or 3 times, the umpires look for that opportunity.
Yeah.
So ball again thrown up. Neither Ruckman gets a hand on it. Again, diving over the top. There was McLeish. Ball gets out and they run away. Carra half from the half back line. Goes out towards centre wing. Puts it out in front of McClure. He runs onto it. Can he keep it in the field of play? Does so. Needs support. Numbers arriving, but it's Thomson, but it ends up in the hands of Ford. Looks back inside. Wasn't a bad kick, but missed the target. Egan picks the ball up. Got the handball over the top as far as Ellis. Tried to burst his way through. Got the handball back as far as McLeish at Thomson. He turns the ball over once again. There's a high tackle there.
Right.
And it's going to go Winchelsea's way. And it's going to go to Lee Ellis. So Lee Ellis just outside there, 50, goes to the pocket. Jacker put the one hand up, couldn't take the mark. DeSanto did pick the ball up, went back to Maguire, now to Tunbridge, runs the boundary line. He got boot to ball, back towards the half-back line. Jacker has it, tried to force his way out. Good,
Let's
strong
hold
tackle.
the ball.
Yes, good call again. And the free kick will go Winchelsea's way.
Tell you what, they had Wiseman on this side, in this back pocket, so they switched the ball, and they went the other way.
Is this Ramos here? It is. So we'll get a look at him here, Grubb, see
Yeah.
what he's like. These two blokes just renewing acquaintances from the interleague, so there you go, going well. Ramos comes in, right foot kick at goal, won't make the distance. Wiseman in front, ball from behind, hits the ground, goes back to Bowles in the goal square, handballs to the pocket. Westwood goes over the top, out wide. Mark taken out there. Jacker running player Gardner gets the handball and goes over centre wing. McLeod's the only target out there. He's up, but he doesn't take the mark at ground level. Sterling goes back and recovers, gets the handball back, ends up in the hands there of Wallen, goes short. That's me number 13, Bailey Cale. And he goes back into the middle of the ground. Nice kick. Mark taken in there by Pace. So they've got a little bit of possession of the ball now, the Winchelsea side. They're looking to go back into their forward line. Again, target up wide. His ball is brought to ground on the half forward line. They try and win possession back. Picked up again, I think it was Maguire that had it handballed out. It's going to be picked up, and the umpire said it's a free kick.
Sling tackle.
Thing. Egan, is it?
Yep.
So Egan now with the ball. He's going to come right across the face of goal. And Westwood out here. Jared takes the mark. Back pocket. Goes to John O'Casey. Goes along the boundary line. Menzies up. Takes the mark. So just outside defensive 50 now. He goes back inside. Nice kick. PJ DeSanto comes up. Gives the handball away. Hodgson now on the left boot. Goes into the half forward line. Looking for Freeman. Nice kick. Well placed. Freeman takes the mark. So Freeman now has Davis. He goes in that direction. He's going to be in front of the contest. Goes over his head at ground level. Ball picked up. McLeod tries to kick it through the contest. They continue to hold it up in there. Umpire circling. And with the ball not coming out, there's going to be a ball up about centre-half forward position. Thomson attacking into the ground. So at 12 and a half minutes first quarter, it is Thomson 3-1. Winchelsea 1 behind.
So ball up centre-half forward for Thomson. Davis goes up early and gets it down to the side of the pack. Little kick out of the pack by Winchelsea back towards Bowles. Remnos in there, handballs it away quickly. Sawney, short about the long kick, didn't have much to kick to. Saw Tucker out of the corner of his eye, got it to him. He got the handball away quickly. They go towards half forward. Bowles is there, the Sun's there, Wall's there, and he takes the mark. And lost in the sun as the sun came out, poked its head through. Wall now goes towards half forward. McLeod comes out. He thought about the punch on. He probably could have marked in the end. McLeish put a good tackle on. Now a little toe poke kick off the ground. Winch under pressure on centre wing. Tucker comes at it, gives it away quickly. Ball spilt free. Goes back towards Wall. He gets the handball to Hodgson. Now he can get it to Kittle. He kicks it around the corner further though towards McLeod. Chopped off Gubbins. Does he take the mark? The umpire says no, but he's good enough to pick it up second effort. Handball away to Brooks. Off a step. Half back inside. But he's turned the ball over. And the mark has been taken there by Darcy Kelly. He goes back towards Davis at centre half forward. He takes the mark in front of Meeson. And will shoot for goal from about 50 out.
Well, I've seen him kick one for me. I think he's got the distance in him because I'm not quite sure that is 50.
So Paul Davis to put the fourth on the board for Thomson. Sam Jacker running past the handball. You're kidding yourself, Sam.
Well, you are, but he's one that could do it.
Yeah, but Davis goes to the right foot kick, and he could do it too.
Look at that. Look at
It
that.
straight through the middle. Paul Davis, his first of the afternoon. Fourth for the home side. They go to 4-1-25. They lead Winch. One behind. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 14 and a half played.
I'll tell you what, the midfield are pretty even in that. Thompson's defence is good, but their forwards are killing them. They are absolutely killing them. They're going to have to do something because the Thomson forward line is absolutely tearing them apart. They're doing whatever they want. But I tell you what, now young Freeman's off the ground. Gubbins can probably play because he's an attacking back line. You don't want to have to watch a match winner.
So back in the middle we go again, this time Brooks, and also the ball gets down. PJ DeSanto runs onto it, goes out wide, handball to Gardner, needs to pick it up and does so. Kicks around towards the half-forward line. Mark goes out. Westwood couldn't take the possession of the ball, couldn't take the mark, but took possession of it. Dropped the handball out. Umpire said it was
I tell you what, he
disposal.
had it for a long time. That's a good decision, up.
And the umpire will hand the ball back, and it will go to, I think it's Harding out there on the far side of the ground with the free kick. So from the half-back line, he's looking at some options inside. There's none there at the moment, so he's going to have to go down the line towards centre wing, you would think, and that's what he does now. Kick goes towards centre wing, out the back, ball hits the ground. Again, coming across as an infringement, and it's going to go to Reese Holland. Advantage has been paid, so they continue down the ground. Kittle, Gubbins up over the top, didn't take the mark, goes to Davis, got the handball out, ends up there, hands, and they clear the ball out. Picked up there, Cale goes a little bit further for field. Tavali Sawney goes, and that's a nice
great kick
to McClure. He takes the mark. So McClure
move,
looking for Ford to move for him. He goes in that direction, puts it out in front. Maguire right with him. Went
well
that
done.
nicely. Will Ford, and he has taken the mark. He's outside. He was just on the 50, which we'll kick from.
You're the full forward. Don't worry about looking for these little passes where there's 400 blokes inside that circle. Go back. Kick the goal, son.
So at 4-1 Thomson, and Winch will see on the one side behind. The goal here would be very important to the side with confidence. So Will Ford steps in, crosses over 50, will kick from 45. Wasn't a great kick off the boot, and those bowls will just tap it through for a minor score. So 2 behinds to Ford and 2 behinds to Winchelsea. They trail Thomson on 4-1, 16 and a half gone. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre, first quarter scoreboard.
They're confident down there, aren't they?
Wiseman kicks it into Wall, who goes out further and towards Jacker. Goes backwards to Hodgson. Just moving the ball around. Egan goes on a lead for him. Gardner's there as well. He's called to play on. He's just going to go long down the line towards Jacko. McLeod, who can't take the mark, creates a contest. Good tackle by Banfield. Stole the ball and ran away quickly. Kittle, Davis in the gun here. Can't take the mark. Punched away by Gubbins was all right. Mason got wrapped up. Got it back to Gubbins, though. Got some space for Ford. Comes at it. Takes the mark at half forward. Wiseman holds him up. He wants somebody to run at him. He chips the ball over the top to Trent McClure, who takes the mark. Still 50 out from goal. Can wheel around on that left boot. He goes now. Oh, it's a terrible kick. Terrible to Maguire, who plays for Thomson. And so they've turned the ball over in the back pocket. Goes across the face of goal. Gardner goes back inboard. He's turned it over too. So created the turnover there. And the ball comes back in from Sprigg. Goes towards Sawney at half forward. Umpire says Wiseman will get up with the footy as well. It's going to be a ball up about 55 out from goal.
Looks like Davis rucks now, does he?
When Bowles is off the ground. He's going in there against Mason, who is playing on at half back. So Fama gets the ball. He's wrapped up by Casey straight away. Not going in. The umpire can't punch him, please. Held to him.
Well, I reckon one game we watched last year, Davis and Baden both rucked that day.
Yeah.
I think Wiseman had to run the ruck too, didn't he? One day we saw him as well.
Yeah, not for long.
Ball up, centre half forward for Winchelsea. Mason got it down. Falls to Alice. Gets the kick away. Egan comes at it. Can't take it with him. Handball came out wide for Winchelsea. Sprigg can chase it towards the boundary line. Going to be under pressure. He gets it. Good pick up. Back to the top of the square. Punched away by Wiseman. Through for a rush behind to the visitors. They are 3 behinds. And they trail Thomson, who are 4-1-25. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. First quarter scoreboard, 19 played.
That was in a final at St Albans.
Yeah, ball in quickly. They get the ball outside to PJ DeSanto. Handball goes further field to Westwood over the top Menzies, but the interception came at the hands of Bennett there. So they got the ball over the boundary line. They maintain the ball in their forward half of the ground.
That's who I was talking to before the game. It wasn't Wally, it was PJ DeSanto.
He looks a bit different, doesn't he?
Yeah, looks totally different. No wonder I didn't know who he was.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. As we said, Davis doing the ruck work up against Mason. Ball gets in front of the contest. Picked up by Bennett. Goes back into their forward line. Bad bounce. Ends up in the hands of Ford. Almost had the ball. Picked up by Maguire. Darts out of defence. Little short kick. And the mark has been taken into the hands of Reese Howell. Goes back inside. Westwood's found good position. So he takes the mark now. Looks to cross the ball across the ground. Running player from behind will be Egan. He takes the ball now. Has a little bit of time. Handballs inside. Miss Jacker. Sawney in there to get to pick the ball up. Cleans up nicely. Then gets tackled, then drops the ball.
On the ball.
Umpire says that will be a free kick. And the ball will go back to Matty Egan in the half-back line. He goes towards centre wing. Lead up player is Wall. Takes the mark out there. And again, just steadying things down. Looking for movement further afield. Goes towards Kittle. He took Budavalis past the ball, then went back to try and collect it. Gubbins got back there first, and he runs over the boundary line. There will be a throw-in to take place about 25 around from the behind post.
I'll tell you what, Johnny Mitchell made a statement to me last year. Maguire's the best fullback, and you know how he just over-exuberates? I think he's right. This kid can play. Well, that's a free kick. He's just pushed him over for nothing. I can't believe he did that.
Who pushed him?
No, I was in the pack. I think the bloke, might have been Reese himself.
So it's Williams now. He's got the free kick from that. Well, wasn't even a throw-in to take place, but he's got the ball in the half-back line now, and he goes out towards centre wing. The kick again, not good. Gardner comes across, didn't take the mark, picked up by Wall. Handball's back out to Egan. Egan went back a long way, coming up to take the ball. Maguire, handball away, ends up there, hands of forward.
We'll have someone to run.
Turn the ball over, and Fama gets it and goes back into their forward line. Tunbridge is there by himself, just has to take the mark. Look at Wiseman this side of the ground. He sees him, and he goes to him now. In some space. He tries to get the ball, and he goes on his left boot. Kick wasn't good. Going to be what's going to work out all right then. But Meeson, he comes through. He
Racy.
Oh, he's got him too, but he's up again. That's just how Reece Holwell attacks the ball, the man ring. But wow.
Fella Meeson, he's up on his feet again. So Fama's taken the mark and just forward of centre wing. So Fama now looking to put the ball forward. Not too much movement. Might have to go short. Decides to go to the pocket. Target out there at the backs might have been the Brooks, but the ball ends up in the hands of McLeish. Handballed over the top, not to anybody in particular. Picked up there by Carahar. Goes out the back to Pace. Got the handball further afield to Brooks, and he is tackled and brought over the boundary line. So there will be a free throw-in to take place. Ball back with the umpire now. Just outside their forward 50. Davis front position in the ruck contest. Meeson works his way, gets the ball out the back. Harding couldn't take it. Ends up in the hands of Wall, who kicks quickly. Goes back towards the half-forward line. Kittle leads in the race for the ball. Looks back inside. Looking at running play.
Oh, look at that.
Just has to sit up for him and does so. Steps inside 50. Could have gone for goal himself, but ends up in the hands of Freeman, who runs in, and he will... Ooh. Did he kick it off?
He got it.
Thought he hit the post then. He's got his second goal of the afternoon, and now the fifth for Thomson. A quick spread, and it looked pretty good. 5-1 to the Thomson side, 3 behind Winchelsea, and 22, nearly 23 minutes gone. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre, first quarter scoreboard.
When you see football like that, you think, who can beat this mob? You really do.
Pretty good, wasn't it?
Now, we saw a good game last week, and I tell you what, neither of those sides can do what just happened there, because it's all about confidence in where your teammates are. I don't even know if he had a real good look, but he put it to where 3 Thomson, all right, they got a good bounce, but that just looked fantastic. They look like a magnificent football team, this mob. Don't you worry about that. Wow. And some of these kids that we're talking about, Williams and Alice and all that, all of a sudden, they're playing against somebody that they haven't played against yet, and they're struggling a little bit.
Back in the middle, Bowles and Meeson. Neither get an effective tap. Meeson tried to get the second one down. Kick off the ground came by Alice towards half forward. Sawney let Tunbridge go there, and he left it behind. The handball from Sawney was on the up. Place, can he pick it up? He can, but then he gets wrapped off by Jacker. Quick kick by Wiseman across half back. No, 15 said the umpire. Falls to the side of the pack. McLeish on hands and knees again. He just throws the handball out towards centre wing. McLeod comes out to put the tackle on. The umpire says it was high. And it will be a free kick to Winchelsea. Centre wing out of side. Alice.
Bit unlucky. He was on his way down, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit unlucky, but fair enough.
If Jacko had stayed up, he might have got it below the knees.
Well, yeah.
So Alice runs
don't
around.
run him like
McLeod
that.
on the mark. Goes to the left foot kick. Inside 50. Ford's got half a dozen on him. Wiseman at the front. He can't take it with him. Now the ball out to John O'Casey, who goes wide. Ooh, good kick.
Boy, he's a good player, too.
I'll tell you what, this bloke's not much worse either. Westwood.
Oh, yeah.
How good are they?
Oh, yeah. We've only seen one of them.
This one last time, yeah.
Yeah, half back. He goes backwards. No panic. Back to Tunbridge. Got Hodgson just floating in there at half back. He goes short to Holwell. Reese takes the mark on defensive 50. McLeod half a lead on centre wing. Not much else, though, so he's called to play on. He's going to have to go down the line. He does. Sets it up for McLeod. And Mason's going to come up as well over the back. They get around, little kick around the corner. Harding goes. Short place, handball for Winchelsea. Mason running past. Went the bit of candy, and then it was the don't argue, which got high on Wiseman. Advantage paid. Hodgson runs away. They're out again. Thomson through the middle. Long kick to Wall. Going to have a couple against him. He goes up. He can't take the mark. Off the back, Sterling. Handball to Budavalis. Gets around one. Gets around two. Then he comes back. Goes run into trouble. Gets it back to Sterling. Close to the boundary line. And Menzies sees him over. And they muck that up. Winch at half back. And probably lucky in the end just to see the ball over the line for a throw in. Left half forward for Thomson.
Well, they were. That little kid that got the kick out there, if he's not good at the football, he can do race calling because his name's Bill Collins. William Collins.
Bill Collins.
Equine immortality.
Boundary throw in. Left half forward for Thomson. Bowles gets it to the front. Casey can't take it. McLeish there as well. He's wrapped up. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 26 played first term. Bowles up against Mason in ruck. Bowles gets it down. And a big pack there. The umpire lets it go. And the ball somehow comes out. You can't pay that deliberate. Seriously, he was in a pack situation. The Thomson boys, Hodgson was lining up to take the free kick. So it will be a boundary throw in. Again, a bit further, a bit closer to the centre wing position now. Bowles and Mason again. Bowles with the left hand. Comes back to the big fella as well. He's wrapped up. The umpire lets him go. And now they have to come in and ball it up once more. 26 and a half played. Dale, you have a crack. 5-1-31. Thomson, Winch, 3 behinds.
Right, both ruckmen now on their feet. Bowles front position. Takes the spot nicely. Taps it down, but Carahar read it nicely, but he was tackled straight away by Howell. So we'll do the same thing once again. Same position.
Free kick coming.
You reckon? Yeah. Can't get the third man up over the top. That's a nice tap out. Goes to Howell, goes to Hodgson. Hodgson on the left boot goes quickly into their half forward, or sorry, the full forward line. But Matty Warren read that nicely, and he takes the mark in defence. So Warren now looks like he might be on McLeod. He goes short. Carahar comes up. Mark is taken. Still in the defensive end. He goes wide. And towards Gubbins in the back pocket. He now looks just outside 50. Mark taking out there Spriggs, and he goes through the middle of the ground. Short option up over the top with a bad kick and wide.
Down the ground. Down the ground.
Well placed. Yes, it was turnover. Brooks now with the ball. Called the play on. He goes out wide. Mark taken out there. I think that's Colin, young Bill. And he goes short up over the top. Mark is taken out there. And again, just inside the boundary. I reckon Remos. So they've moved the ball forward nicely. This is the important kick. He goes low, flat. Was a shocking kick. And the ball is going to be intercepted there by PJ Sando. Couldn't see it over the boundary line. But player and ball now tackled and will be thrown back in just in front of the scoreboard here at the Thomson football ground.
Well, they just had to go that wide because every option was covered. Every Winchelsea bloke had 1 or 2 blokes on them. They were just the Thomson backline just covered everybody. It forces you to go wide.
But why wouldn't they just put it dangerous? It's not dangerous out there. So ball goes from the ruck contest again on hands and knee. Ellis tries to win possession of the ball, and it's been held up once again. So another ball up to take place.
I think you get a bit gun shy. You keep going down the middle, and Maguire and those blokes keep marking it and coming back out. You wonder what to do.
So the ball thrown up there. Price had it in his hand as the siren sounds to end the first quarter here at Thomson. And it'll be Thomson 5-1-31. They lead Winchelsea, who are 3 behinds. Goal kickers to this stage of the day. We have 2 each to Freeman and McLeod and 1 to Davis. And as we said, Winchelsea are yet to have a goal kicker.
Thomson 5-1-31. They lead Winch 3 behinds at quarter time. We'll take a break back. Second quarter action after this on 94.7 The Pulse.